Kim Kardashian and Kanye West are putting an end to their 6-year marriage. Yes, they are getting a divorce. I know that this is no longer news because it's everywhere, but fans of the celebrity couple are not happy about it, and that is because they will no longer see their favorite couple all over the news like they used to. Yes, Kim and Kanye might still be seen together given that they have children together and they will need to co-parent their children, but it won't be the same. Kim and Kanye are inarguably one of the most famous couples around the world, and they've always made headlines. So now that they are getting divorced, it's a surprise to so many people who are not happy with the news. My name is Chris and you're welcome to my channel. Today I just wanted to talk about those things that we love about Kim and Kanye together as a couple and how we're going to miss those things, because as they are no longer going to be married, they will no longer be sharing their lives together like they used to. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, this is a good time to do so. Don't forget to turn on the notification so that you will be one of the first people to be notified whenever I upload a new video. If you're ready, I am ready. So let's dive into it. One thing that we love about Kim and Kanye is that they started off as friends. Oh yes, they did. They didn't just meet today and then started dating today. No, one of the best relationships you can have is one that was built on friendship. You see, when you meet someone and you don't get to be their friend and then you start dating them, there's a chance that you won't really know that person, because when people meet newly, they try to be on their best behavior just to ensure that the other party likes them, and they may not showcase other sides of them that are not so attractive. So you might get into a relationship without being well informed. But in the case of Kim and Kanye, they were friends for a very long time. Oh yes, so the couple met in 2003 while Kim was working as a personal assistant for Brandy. For those of you who might not know Brandy, Brandy is an American R&B singer, and she used to be one of the biggest singers back in the day. So Kim was working for Brandy at the time, and Brandy and Kanye were working on a song. So Kim went to the studio along with Brandy, and that was where she met Kanye. Kim was married at the time, so obviously there wasn't much that she and Kanye could have beyond friendship. They started off being friends and they remained friends over the years, even after Kim got divorced from her first husband and started dating her second husband. Kanye was in her life, and he disclosed in an interview several years back that he started developing some feelings for her at the time, but it wasn't right timing because she was in a relationship. As fate would have it, Kim divorced her second husband, Chris, and the coast was clear for Kanye to make his move, and he did just that. He didn't waste any time. He went for it, and both of them started dating shortly after. So you can see that their relationship was built on friendship, and even when the honeymoon phase of being in love was over, their friendship kept them going. And the same is applicable to relationships around the world. When you're dating your friend, you find out that certain things are easier to deal with because you genuinely love that person and care about that person. That is a strong message to lovers all around the world. Friendship comes first. Yes, you might think you're crazily in love, but at some point you might not feel so much in love. If you don't see your lover as your friend, you might have a problem dealing with them in the lowest and darkest moments. The second thing we love about Kim and Kanye is that they chose to be together against all odds. It's not easy to be in the limelight and be dating someone, let alone when both parties are in the limelight. So Kim and her family no doubt are loved by millions of people around the world, but in the same vein, they are not loved by some people. A lot of people claim that they are famous for being famous and that they promote indecency, and for that reason they don't really like them. So when Kanye decided to start a relationship with Kim at the time, he was getting a lot of counsel from people talking him out of it. They were like, no, you can't date this girl, she's not the best fit for you, you can do better, you can get someone else. But he didn't listen to all of that. One thing was very clear: Kanye was smitten by Kim. He loved her so much, and he even sang about her in some of his songs. He wasn't going to let what anybody thought to dissuade him from going for the love of his life. He decided to be with her regardless, and that is very important, because sometimes when you choose to be with someone, you're going to get a lot of pushbacks from people, from family and friends, and even from outsiders. Everyone might want to tell you something that will dissuade you from going on to be with that person, but you need to know what you want and go for it, because at the end of the day, people will always talk. People will always have opinions. If you're looking for a perfect partner, you might end up looking forever. I mean, Kim was famous, yes, but being famous is not a crime. It is not. So people were simply judging her by her fame, by her lifestyle, which was just all make believe. She was in an industry that required her to put herself out there, and that was what she did to ensure that she became a top player in her industry. And Kanye understood that, even though he had reservations about the fact that she was completely putting her entire life out there, he still wanted to be with her. And as he got with her, he started to advise her about keeping some things private, because he didn't want their relationship to be totally out there in public. So yes, that is one reason why we love Kim and Kanye. Being together against all odds is a trait that couples need to imbibe if they truly want their relationship to be successful. The third thing we love about Kim and Kanye is that they were committed to each other. Being committed to your partner is non-negotiable if you really want to have a successful relationship. All right, you need to choose between your partner and the world. You can't be against your partner and claim that you are with them in a relationship. It's not going to work out. And we saw that play out with Kim and Kanye. Yes, there was a lot of noise coming into their relationship, but they blocked the noise from getting to them. They blocked the noise from affecting their relationship. They didn't let that get in the way. They loved each other, and they prioritized the love that they had for each other. They had to understand each other's individual personalities. Kanye had to understand that his wife was an internet sensation. She was loved for being sexy and hot and just being a bombshell, and she had to be out there. She had to control the narrative, so she had to put herself out there, and he understood that. Kim, on the other hand, understood that Kanye was a rapper who had to do music. He had to talk about certain issues that a lot of people found controversial. Yes, a lot of people felt Kanye was controversial due to the lyrics of his songs, but Kim understood that that was his music, that was his style, and she stuck with him regardless of what anyone was saying. So they were committed to each other, and in 2016, when Kim was robbed in Paris, Kanye was having a show, but he abandoned his show and ran down to be with his wife. I mean, how many people could do that? Some people would say, you know what, business comes first. I have to work, I have to make money, I have to take care of my family. But none of that mattered to Kanye in that moment. He literally stopped a show halfway and flew down to Paris to be with his wife. I mean, if that isn't commitment, I don't know what it is. If that isn't sacrifice, I don't know what it is. In the same year, Kanye was hospitalized and he was diagnosed to have been exhausted, and while in the hospital his wife Kim went all the way to be with him. She knew that she had to be there for her husband because he needed her the most at that time. So both of them were always there for each other. They were committed to each other, and yes, they may not be a lot of people's favorite, but no one can deny the fact that they have been truly committed to each other throughout their marriage. And yes, there were one or two rumors of infidelity here and there, but they all turned out to be false because there was no concrete evidence to prove anything. So we can say that while the couple were together as husband and wife, they were committed, faithful, and truthful to each other, and that is something that is truly commendable. The fourth thing we love about Kim and Kanye is that despite their huge celebrity status, they try to keep their relationship private. Listen, the truth is, if you want your relationship to succeed, you need to know what to keep within yourselves and what you have to let others to know. You can't allow people into your lives. You can't allow people into your relationships. Even as ordinary people, the moment you begin to throw your relationship around, throwing it in people's faces, you are calling on people to partake in your relationship. And once people begin to partake, they begin to have a say in how you do things and interfere, there's a high chance that you might have problems in that relationship. Being such huge superstars, Kim and Kanye understood that yes, they might be celebrities and a lot of things about them are out there in the open. They still had to keep certain things about their relationship private, and to a very large extent, they succeeded because most times people were just speculating, oh, what is happening? Kim is doing this, Kanye is doing that, this person is saying this, but there was no concrete evidence to back any of those speculations. They always turned out to be speculations. Unless they told us stuff about their relationship, we had no clue, and people just continued to guess and guess and guess. And that was one thing that I think kept their relationship for so long, for 6 years. Yes, 6 years might not be such a long time to many people, but as far as Hollywood is concerned, being married for 6 years is a big deal. We see it every day. We see how celebrities get married and after a few weeks or at most a few months, they get divorced. It happens. And you know, right from time when these people got married, a lot of people felt they wouldn't last, that they were going to get divorced just a few weeks or a few months from their wedding date. But they shocked those people. They shocked the naysayers. They stayed married for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, and even 6 years. That is a long time. And they had kids together during that period. You could tell that they went in it for the long haul. But unfortunately, life happened, and now they're planning to go their separate ways, but they are doing that in such a way that it will not affect them or their children severely. The fifth thing we love about Kim and Kanye is that they are letting go amicably. You see, sometimes you just have to let go. You might love someone so much you want to be with them for the rest of your life, but when it's so obvious that things are no longer working out between you two, it is best to let go. Otherwise, you might be doing yourself a great disservice and doing the same to the other person. Yes, they've been married for 6 years, and in those 6 years, they had the best times of their lives. But one can't deny the fact that those 6 years also had its rough times, and they tried as much as possible to weather the storm together. However, things got to a point that the center could no longer hold, and now they want to go their separate ways. Are both of them happy about the divorce? Probably not, because I mean, it's obvious that they still feel something for each other. It's obvious, but if the relationship is no longer working out the way they wanted it to, perhaps it is best that they let it go and then try to co-parent their kids in the best way possible. Kim has already filed for a divorce and she's seeking joint custody for their kids, and Kanye has also responded and he's seeking the same. It's obvious that both of them do not want to fight with each other. No, they don't want a messy divorce. They want things to be done amicably, and I think that is love speaking, because when you love someone, no matter how messy it gets, you don't want to drag them. You don't want to make things more stressful for them. Going through a divorce is stressful already, and when kids are involved, it is even more stressful. So making it messy, fighting with your partner will only complicate things. Kim and Kanye are willing to get divorced without any drama. I know that this is coming as a surprise to so many people who are looking for drama. They were expecting them to fight each other, you know, to go for each other below the belt just to ensure that they win. But it's not about winning for this couple. They understand that letting go is perhaps the best thing to do, and they are doing it just well. They want their kids to still live happily and still have both parents in their lives, because at the end of the day, both parents are important, and when both parents are in the lives of their kids, the kids will grow up better and turn out to be greater people in life. Kim and Kanye made it believable that interracial relationships are doable even when both parties are in the spotlight. Both of them came together, started dating, and built a very strong relationship, to the surprise of many people who thought that their relationship wouldn't last. They thought that their relationship wouldn't stand the test of time, but they proved everybody wrong. Not only did they date, they ended up getting married and had 4 beautiful children together. Even though they are getting divorced, they've made us to believe that it doesn't matter where you're from, you can fall in love with someone else from another race, and then both of you can be successful as a couple. They made a very strong statement against racism. They said, you know what matters is the person's heart and the person's character. Together, they won as a team. Together, they won as parents. And even now that they are going their separate ways, they are going to continue winning. And it will forever be remembered that once upon a time, Kim and Kanye were one of the biggest couples in Hollywood. It was nice making this video for you. I hope you enjoyed it. Look around my channel, you'll find many more interesting videos. My name is Chris. See you on the next one.